Hello and welcome back to Goblin Gaming. We're here in 7 Days to Die, and I recorded 3 episodes of a playthrough and realized I didn't have game sound on. Whoops. Fixed the issue, so now we're going to start over, and we're going to be doing a Robin Hood run, so we're going to try to not use firearms at all. We're going to just make it bows and knives. If the game gets way too hard to do it that way, then it'll be what it'll be. We're going to go all default settings. Oops, not permanent death, not this time. Not with bows only, anyway. I might do that with like the sledgehammer run that I do later, just because I hear they're super strong, so permadeath might be the balancing factor. Anyway, I tried to do YouTube to edit the first video of the Intellect playthrough, so if anyone has any feedback on that, I'd love to hear it in the comments. This time I'm going to try to use Stream Deck to kind of edit as I go. It wasn't working yesterday when I was trying to do it, but it is today, so we'll give it a go and see if that works out better. Alright, here we go, loading on in. What I'm going to do, I think, is when I'm harvesting things, I'm going to show like the first hit and then like the last hit and just kind of cut out the stuff in between. That'll help keep it moving for y'all. Hopefully, oh my god, I found a grill straight off the bat. It'll keep it moving for y'all and should make things easier. If I'm obviously have stuff to talk about as I'm looting, I'll just talk about it as I loot. But if I don't have anything on my mind to say at that moment, then I'll just, you know, quick cut, I guess, would be the way to say it. All the different things together. So like pause, unpause, pause, unpause, that kind of thing. Alright, so with that said, let's start off with the basics. Survival challenge. This isn't too exciting, it's just the same thing you've done a trillion times. Gather wood, gather stone, make an axe, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pause, do all that, and then I'll be right back, guys. It should be noted, pun intended, that the note you get from the Duke is now readable. You don't have to scrap it, so make sure to read it to get a quick little boost of experience straight off the bat. Straight off the bat, sorry. I've been having really bad allergies and it turned into a respiratory infection. So if my voice randomly goes up or down at the end of my sentence, it's me trying to stop from coughing. I will do my best to not cough, but it might happen, honestly. I know we're going to need extra wood, so I gathered that whole tree worth. Another thing I do when I'm doing the primitive outfits and stuff to start is I craft one of each, just so you have a full set of armor. Put them off. If you don't type in anything, it always puts your quest objective as the first thing in your crafting menu. Kind of a quick way to speed through it. I don't care at all about bone club. I'm going to be using knives, so I just need to find a couple more bones and we'll be good. Night Stalker magazine I got, so basically we're never encumbered at night. That's great. Volume 4, wonderful. I'm going to put my arrows on the hotbar so I can always see how many I have, and we're going to try to run relatively light on our inventory. So open up challenge menu, we get to claim all these things, and it's going to give us a big chunk of experience as well as some starting skill points. In my skill points, I'm going to be very, very, very focused with it, with 2 exceptions. We're going to put a point into Master Chef so we can start getting those magazines right away. And we're going to put a point into Iron Gut so we don't struggle with food for the first 7 days. As much, we'll still struggle, but other than that, we're going agility, baby. Oh, here we go. Why don't we check out... Actually, let's go hard on the quest. Let's go over to the trader. It literally might be a quest to do that POI. You never know. One I've never seen before, the UFO Museum. And we are, again, in Navezgane, so definitely some new things here. That's kind of dope. I will look for that with the trader and see if we can find a quest for that, because that sounds fantastic. We're going to check that out later, if not. Looks like we have a little mini farm thing over here. I wonder if we're going to have any things that we can gather. No, it doesn't look like it, darn. That would have been cool. I'm not going to really focus too much on farming on this playthrough. I might throw down a couple plots here and there just to grow some like really essential things like blueberries, pumpkins, corn. Those things all go a long ways towards making your meals go further. but it's not something I'm going to focus on too much. I had a fists only playthrough I was doing where I focused really hard on that and got some really interesting results. I was doing intellect and fists only and kind of spread out across multiple trees. It was a bit of a struggle bus at first, but then after a while it became, like by day 5 or 6, it became to a point where food wasn't even an issue anymore. I do expect that since we're going to be mostly raiding on this playthrough, that food will probably be an issue for a little bit. That's why we took that iron gut there. We don't have our knife yet, so I'll just punch him. I refuse to use the club on a agility playthrough. Because I am stubborn. Alright. Now I think we're probably going to lean a little bit into the knife more than the bow at first. Until we get, you know, a good supply of arrows built up. We're also going to be pumping points into agility. Wow, found an engine. We're going to be pumping points into agility straight up, because I read online, I don't know if this is true, but I read online that if you do that, you actually increase the amount of Forge Ahead books you get if you're not taking perk points into other things to increase book drop chance. So if we're able to do that, and that actually is true, that would be fantastic. I'd be very, very down for that. We want to gather all the plastic we can, because they will allow us to get dew collectors, which are absolutely essential to staying hydrated in the early game. Ooh, that was a good shot. 3.5 bonus, let's go! We can actually get that bonus quite a bit higher using this skill tree, so that would be great. Maybe I should craft a bow. Nah. Fists should be sufficient. We came up with a bow shot first, you know? Yay, more plastic, and we made it to the trader. We'll probably set up like a, just like a little mini camp here. I could put too much effort into it. Honey, nice. Let's see if we can find some. That is not actually a stump, I don't think. I think that's just something that looks like a stump. This is the stump, though. There are a lot more tree stumps in 2.0 than in previous versions of the game. I think they might have hot fixed it and turned it down a little, because I feel like when I was playing on my intellect, I had like 5 or 6 things of honey by the end of the 3rd or 4th day, versus when I did my first 3 days on an agility playthrough without sound by accident, I actually ended up... Oop, chicken. Sorry, zombie, you're gonna have to wait. I actually ended up getting... Where'd it go? I lost it in the grass. Ah, fiddlesticks. I ended up only getting like 1 or 2 honeys, so it didn't seem like it was as much as it was the first day of the patch, so I think they might have toned it down with hotfix. But that said, there was still a lot more tree stumps than there were before. So, that's good. We should be able to find some roadkill and get our knife any minute here when we're going to our first quest. And the men punch. We don't need no club nonsense. Alright, got some glue. I like that. We've gotten some really good loot on this initial run to the trader. Like, we have a grill and an engine already? What is that? That's crazy. Grab some chrysanthemums to make red tea with. Beautiful. No honey from that one. I'd like. We'll probably just sell that. We're nowhere even remotely close to being able to make vehicles. So, dump with bottles on it. Nice. And those like little honey boxes behind here, I did break them apart my first time through just to see if they gave me any honey, and they didn't. So I'm going to assume they don't, but I'm going to just for science sake go through and break them again here and just see. I expect I'll just get 1 wood out of them. If you guys break them apart and get honey out of it, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure they don't. But they really should, because they're like honeybee collectors in a honey stand, so they should have honey in them. Go down. The one other thing that I like to do for my game starts is do the homesteading quest line for the tutorial when I first do my initial run to the trader. because that gives you a second reward from getting to a trader, which can be very handy, and sometimes you get something you need. So either way, it's a good chunk of experience to give you that little boost early on that's helpful. So that said, I'm going to hit Y to go into this, and I'm going to do the homesteading line of quests because you can craft and do all of this right away. So we're going to start with that. So we're going to do land claim. And again, just like with the initial tutorial, if you just go through and just craft whatever's the top item on the list, it'll be your quest item. You just start the tracking on the first item, and then it's going to keep going through the rest of it, which is kind of awesome. I love how they've done that. The tutorial mode is amazing. I know that was in 1.0, but I've really come to appreciate it more and more as I play the game, especially when I do different restarts and different runs. It's a great way to introduce people to the game. I saw some complaints by people online saying they felt like it was too hand-holdy, but I would argue that when I first played this game, I felt extremely lost and did not know what to do. So that hand-holdiness is very, very good for new players, you know? Pick that up. Craft a wood door. Okay. I have a wood door into a literal shack. Oh, that was the wrong button. Wood storage crate is next, huh? Hold to torch. Ooh, fancy stuff. We place the torches next. So, just make ourselves a teeny tiny little shack here. This will be just like our little dump spot. I'll finish that out during the night or something. Spikes. Try to stop zombies from breaking down the walls. You know what I think? Yeah, I think one is fine. We'll just put it on the back side here. I don't think we really even need it, but craft and upgrade to cobblestone. It's 10 per block. Yeah, it says 10, so good bet. Upgrade the block underneath our storage, just to make sure that that's nice and secure. Okay, so I believe that is the whole homesteading quest. Now we're done with that, we're going to go get a reward from the trader, along with our initial go to the trader reward, which is going to be a shovel, obviously. Let's go ahead and go through and get all the fun little loots from him. Ooh, vehicle magazine. Nice. Oh, forge ahead. Wonderful. Don't need the coal right now, but I'm sure we will later. Ooh, forged iron. That's a heck of a good find early on. Okay, nope, I don't care about goldenrod, sorry. Trash piles are important too, because they oftentimes have duct tape and glue, which are incredibly useful, incredibly important. Sometimes they just have iron, but you never can tell. Pumpkin seeds? Nice. That's one of the few crops I'm going to be saving, so some beer and some water. Great. Let's go talk to the trader,
shake your hand, but
get our stone shovel, and then this is the reward for doing that homesteading quest that I just did. We could either do knife hunters or we could go bow crafting. So knives or bows? Either one is good, however I believe for the first horde day we're going to have to lean into the knives more than the bows, so we'll do that. And then special job buried supplies, wonderful. Let's go ahead and head out. I'm gonna drop stuff in a storage chest first, sort out my inventory a little bit, and then we are going to head on out to our first quest. Throw a campfire on top of a storage crate, that seems completely safe. Okay, I think we got everything kind of sorted out. Again, we got that cooking grill super freaking early, so that'll be great for us getting grilled meat once we find some game to hunt. But that said, let's go and read our knife guy stuff. See if it helps us get a better bone knife. Yes, bone knife quality 2. So as soon as we find some more roadkill, we'll be able to upgrade that. In the meantime, we're gonna go do some digging. Can you dig it? Knife. Harvest bone piles with a knife? Score. I feel like I should have known that. Maybe I did and forgot. Our first zombie. Oh, that's not our first zombie. Our first zombie on our quest. Alright. We can actually build a better bone knife now because I did harvest that pile, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll scrap the old one, and we're up to level 2 on that now. Looking for our initial honey caches as we run to our quest. Oh my gosh, how lucky. First one. I wonder if it's hard-coded like that to give it to you on the first one every... No, because I broke some apart in the honey farm, so no it isn't. That would be a really... excuse me, a really good idea. The Fun Pimps could make it so that on every playthrough, the very first one you break always gives you honey, because that'd be a good way to let new players know. And you could even put in like a tutorial section. And again, I know some people think there's too much hand-holding, but there's so much to this game that a new player can be very easily overwhelmed, and it doesn't hurt us veteran players either. Craft some arrows up. We got a lumberjack. That's going to be a bit of an issue. See if we can soften him up before he gets to us with the knife. Oh, nope. Okay. He's like, I'm going to sprint. The real bummer is on my other playthrough for agility, I end up getting a book that makes it so that they bleed more, and also one that makes it so they run slower when they're bleeding. It was a really good combination. I kind of got used to it. But I really didn't want to put up a video. I only recorded 3, and I didn't want to put it up without any game sound because it was like just me talking and no other sounds. I mean, it could be okay, but I don't think the sound of my voice is that good, so I figured you guys are gonna want game sound with it too. No more honey there, that's okay. We got another one over there though. Honey! Oh my gosh, I love Navezgane. The chicken coop right here. It's amazing. I don't think this used to be here, but I will take it on my bow playthrough. I will gladly take it. Poor chickens. The next one. Right, I wonder if there's anything inside the coop. Oh, doesn't look like it. Kinda cool though. So I can't remember if I said it or not yet on this playthrough, but my allergies have been really bad and I got a really bad respiratory infection. So sometimes my voice just kind of trails off or goes into weird sound. That's me trying to stop from coughing in you guys' ears. I might cough on occasion, but I'll do my best not to. I got really sick for about a week and a half when school... Well, about a week since school got out, I caught all the end of school germs. My body's like, okay, everything's done, you're done teaching for the summer, and now your body can relax, and oh, hey, look at that, you're sick. That's how it usually goes for me. Alright, we're going to start with this digging quest. So I'm just going to pop back when we get a radius reduction, and we'll see where we're going. It looks like it's pretty near the center, so that's good. Eyes on it yet? Stamina. Need some food and drink some water to help with the stamina regeneration. I think basic water has stamina regen. Yeah, it does. I've been collecting chrysanthemums as I run as well, so we can get some red tea. There it is. Nice. That way we can cook up the murky waters into boiled waters and take the boiled waters and turn them into red tea. I don't think you have to have too much as far as point investment to do that. I think it's pretty early on, if not to start, so. Ooh, 2 more lockpicks. That gets us up to 3, I think. Unless that was my other playthrough. I think it was this one, though. Alright. Stay focused, go back to the trader. There is a trick with bird's nests. If you loot them, then go out of the menu, pull out your axe, break the bird's nest. It'll give you a few extra feathers, and then when you loot it again, you'll have the same number of feathers on the inside. So that's a cool trick to kind of maximize the amount of feathers you're getting as you go. I guess it depends to a degree on whether you want to spend the time to do that. I'm not 100% sure that's worth the time loss, but if we're going to be relying pretty heavily on bows, I probably want to do it on this playthrough at the very least. So 9 in there, break it, get 2, and there's still 9 in there. Finding lots of bird's nests. Oh, there's one right there. You're full. We're level 2 now. Look at us go. Moving on up to the agility perks. The reason I'm focusing so hard on agility to start is, 1, it's going to up our damage significantly. Increase our chance to dismember things significantly, which are both very big things. But more importantly, there's a new perk called Agility Master, which is insanely good, but it requires quite a few points into your agility in order to take advantage of it. The other reason, as I said, is I read online that if you just focus on your primary stat, you get more Forge Ahead books, and that will help us get to the Forge, Workbench, etc. hopefully quicker than we would otherwise.
Well, you proved me wrong. Now
hey, we don't really need any of these because we're planning on doing a
you got money this
bow only run. So what I'm going to do is sell those things back to him, but before I do so, I have a few things in my storage chest I also want to sell to him. So since we're not going Grease Monkey, we are going to want to just sell things like headlights, because we're going to be a long time before we get to a point where we're going to need those. We're going to get our first vehicle choice just from the initial quest line, probably. So, I think that's everything that we really want to sell him. That gives us a little bit of starting dukes, so that's not bad. Is there anything that we really need? So he's got forged iron. That's great. We can make a wrench with that later. As far as these go, what is this? Gain 5% more experience from kills at night. That's pretty dope. But what we really need to focus on is getting a cooking pot. We already have the grill, which is great. But we definitely need to get a cooking pot so that we can boil water sooner rather than later. Looks like he does have... Ooh, he has electric fences. Might, if it's possible, it might be worth getting those, like a few of those.
Thank you very much, and now you can go fuck yourself.
Obviously, we're not going to have the ability to make a generator anytime soon, so we'd have to buy a generator from him as well, but if we could buy both of those things, you know, it could go a long ways.
What the hell do you want? Well,
I keep doing that. Jobs. Clear zombies. Let's do the ranger station first. It's a nice quick one.
You're not working with me, you're working for me.
So it's on that side. Well, let's go, buddy. Oh, look at that, another headlight. We'll sell it to him when we come back. We've come too far. We've come like 5 feet. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna eat the sham. Hopefully we don't get dysentery. Cool. Oh, I found a recipe for the secret sham recipe as well in my other playthrough, but oh well. I'm crafting up some arrows on the way in here to this ranger station, just because I think we're going to be able to get off a few sneak shots. Now, I do remember the last time I did this, that when I climbed up to the top, the enemies at the top auto-aggroed anyway. But when you first go into the camp here, there is a buzzard that is sitting there that is handy to be able to shoot. I also see a zombie right there. Oh, look at me go! I did it! One shot, one kill. Well, there we go. I'm gonna open this up, go in and loot the workbench that's in there before. I swore there was a vulture in this one. Before I start it, because it'll reset the loot. There's also there's a zombie hidden back behind that tarp. There he is. Beautiful. This way we can get double vulture as well. And more bones and nitrate and stuff like that. It's going to be helpful too. So we're going to, instead of going counterclockwise around, which is what I kind of naturally do, we'll go clockwise around, see if we can sneak up on the guy on the back side here. Don't know if we'll have much luck, but oh, forgot that there's someone in there. Nope, we just woke him up. That's okay. Effective arrows. Let's just Rambo it. Oh, he's over there this time. You need to get off of there, my dude. I love the bleeding effects. I'm not sure if they added that in 1.0 or when they added that, but I love it. I haven't played an agility playthrough in forever, so it could, for all I know, it could have been there for ages. But I'm going to take apart all this stuff for plastic as well before we reset it, because we want to get that dew collector ASAP. The most important thing is this and the workbench. Okay, nothing good there. We can take these apart for pipes. That's give me sand and clay. I don't worry about that right now. That's gonna give me some wood. That's worth getting early on, so we'll grab that. Ooh, 5 steel bars. Let's go. Well, let's go. We're not going to go all the way up to the loot room on the roof. Well, I mean, honestly, we can. It's a pretty short POI. Let's just do all of it, I guess. Because we're going to hit nighttime anyway, and we're not going to be able to turn in at the trader. So we might as well make use of this time. And get the one on the inside bleeding. There should be a guy up top as well. There he is. He's the one who sneaks up on you. Let's see what we get in the loot room. Bar Brawler. After getting hit, brawling attacks are faster. That would have been great on my fist playthrough. Ooh, some pears. Nice. And some bullets that we can sell. I'm aware that saving canned food is good because you can make recipes out of them later. But in the really early game, any bit of food you can get is extremely helpful to keep your stamina from degrading, so. Alright, I'm gonna go through and harvest all the little random piles of things, and then we will go ahead and reset it and do the quest as well. Anything up here? Ooh, ammo. ATVs give you plastic and iron, I believe. Just plastic, okay. Some springs. Very nice, very nice. Of course, we need stones for arrows, and we're going to need concrete later for our horde base. So those are important to grab. Pipes are more important if you're using firearms, because they're used to repair the initial simple ones, but we're still going to use them for other things as well. Like if we look at the recipe for pipes, you can see that there are some other things like the dew collector. We'll need it for that. Advanced bellows, eventually, for the different vehicle things, we're going to need it. We'll need it to make our forge, so several things that are important. Plus, it's a quest item that you can get more experience when you redeem it. Yay! We're also going to have a similar thing for wood later on. So craft and eat charred meat, drink from a water source, place dew collector, and plant a farm plot. So if we complete this quest line, I assume we're also going to get another like little mini quest reward from the trader, so that's probably worth doing. Yeah. Well, we're kind of semi-encumbered because I'm just picking up everything. So we'll maybe do some minimizing before we reset and come back in here. Sort through and see what I can get rid of. Brass radiator. I'm not sure if you scrap that, if it's going to sell more in pure bronze form, or if it'll sell more as the radiator. We're going to find out for science here. It was 40 for the radiator as a whole. And let's see what we get when we scrap it. Probably don't need a couple pieces of cloth right now. Well, it is relatively early. Might be worth keeping. 72. Okay, so it's better to scrap the radiator if you're planning on selling it. Obviously, if you're melting it down in a forge, it's better to do that. So, and organize things out a little bit. I think I'm going to scrap that into iron. That should be good. Okay, let's kill the initial stuff one more time. We got our vulture here where we get more bones. Love it. See if we can see the guy who jumped out at us last time. No, I don't see him. We know there's someone in the toilet. Possibly. So let's be wary of that. It is nighttime now. Oh look, there are little red dots on the compass now for the quest. Actually, you know, I think that's been there for a little bit. I just forgot about it. Like I said, I haven't been playing for a while, so I was playing other things. I'm a little rusty, but we're picking it all back up. I'm really enjoying playing again, so yeah. Let's check out this truck. Trying to aggro anything, I don't think. Air kits. You know, let's loot after we kill everything, that way we're lighter. Let's do that. That probably makes more sense. This episode is almost done. Oh, two of them. Just sneak hit him. Get a little stamina back before she breaks down the door. I want to harvest that later, actually, so I'm not going to let her break it. Get the bleed damage that I can in. Harvest loot after. Focus on killing first so you're not encumbered. Gotta remember, play smart. Did they seriously aggro already? I'm not even fully up the ladder. Oh shit, hockey. Well, that's unfortunate. Brain leg is really not what I was looking for at this moment in time. Sorry about that. Spam phone call. I filled out a thing for a leaf guard just because I was vaguely curious. I told them I'm not interested anymore, and they keep calling from different numbers. It's really annoying. I told them to take me off the call list, but they're not doing it. There should be a guy inside there, unless he already busted out and tried to eat my face. Let's see. He must have already busted out. It's weird because I don't see anything broken. But I also don't see anybody in here. Cool. Let's go up to the roof, just double check. I think that was the guy that fell down. Okay, cool. So, grab the ammo. Okay, so knuckle wraps, we can sell those. No bones about it. Okay, got a painkiller and a medical journal, some canned food and some cornmeal. Fireman's almanac and some ammo. Wonderful. I'm going to take apart this wood. And for a small pile, for like 3 melee hits, no big deal. I think that's it up here. Oh, right, the zombie bag. I don't think we'll use ergonomic grip with a bone knife. I don't think it's possible, so. But hey, duct tape's great. Go ahead and eat that. Seconds count when fighting fires. Uses technique to increase attack speed with axes. Oh, cool. That'll be nice for harvesting. We will definitely sell the pipe rifle, sell the ergonomics, sell that, repair it so it sells for more. Sell that, keep that, sell that, sell that. Keep that, keep that. Sell that. Yeah, maybe we'll keep the coffee seeds. No, well, maybe not. I don't. We're not planning on farming a whole lot, so it might make sense to just sell them and get the cash from it instead. Where's my ladder? There it is. Let's see what we get from the workbench this time. Some electric parts, nice. Generator, some iron, cement mixer, forge ahead book, and some cement. Nice, nice, nice. Gas. Let's harvest this before it disappears. Rip, waited too long. Should have done that earlier. Oh well. I got distracted by people eating my face. Grab the cloth as well. It's nighttime, so it's dangerous to run anyway, so might as well maximize what we're getting out of this one. This takes part into plastic, iron, more plastic. Boom. We had a wrench. Oh wait, actually I think they don't actually work with wrenches now. Used to be able to take apart destroyed workbenches for iron, but I think they changed that a few alphas ago. Super fortuitous that my guy got thirsty right as I decided I was going to take things apart and harvest resource piles. The stamina regen from the water should... Nice. That's right, where you get more stone for arrows. Score. And grab some more concrete. The pallet stack is 26. That's not bad. Oh, I didn't see this the first time. Whoops. Got it the second time at least. That's that. Okay, get this last trash pile. 2. Ooh, harvest polymer is complete. Nice. I want to slow walk back to camp, so I'll probably sneak because we got a sprained leg. I'm gonna start making my way back over there to the camp. Oh, that's right, we found a forge ahead book. Nice. Does that get us up to the forge yet? No, 3 out of 75. I think forge is either 5 or 10. I can't remember. He wasn't running into me, he was running away. Sorry, my daughter was asking about a deer. I told her to look away because I had to shoot it, but we found a deer on the way back to camp. Look at that. We got some meat. We got a gore pile. Go get some nitrate and some bones. Bird's nest.
Is there a bird nest?
Yep, there's a bird nest.
And a bird?
No, no birds. There's a few birds in the game, but they're not friendly ones, sadly. There are chickens, I guess. Oh, they're already gone. They flew the coop, so to speak, kind of. Look away, there's a zombie.
Okay. They touch me.
Yeah, no touchies, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Just like kicks. Alright, he's gone. You can look again.
There's no bird?
I'm not gonna go over to where he is. I got him from a range.
Huh?
I'm not gonna go over to where he is. I got him from a range. Alright, we made it back to camp. It's pretty much daytime. Our stamina is being reduced because we are hungry, so we're gonna see if we can sort that out. I don't know if I can yet, but we're gonna go ahead and turn in our questing, get our reward, sell our stuff, get our dukes, see if there's anything that we really need to buy. Excuse me. Let me out! Ah, it's 4 o'clock!
Trader Rick
4 or
is
5,
open
yeah.
for business. Buy
4 or
Rick
5.
or get wrecked.
The open. And just open at 4, huh, dude?
If you drink, congratulations. Here's your reward.
I got some baked potatoes.
Sucker.
They reduce your water, though. What sells for the most? Because I don't want any of these things.
You need water.
Alright, armor plating mod sells. It's going to improve your armor rating with these armor pieces. Cannot be installed into heavy armor. I don't think I'll want that because I'll want the joint muffle things. So, we'll say nah on that at the moment. Anything here sound really cool? Let's do the live bait shop or Mercy Point Camp.
Look
Sure,
who's tired of
that
it's a
sounds
deal.
fun.
Disappoint me.
Sell
and
our
you'll find
stuff.
What's the matter? Can't find what you're looking for?
Selling it to him?
Yep, we're selling the stuff.
For what? Food?
For Dukes, which is how we purchase things. And yeah, we're probably gonna buy some food. Alright, let's see what we have here that we can buy. This is 1500. We don't have enough EV stocks on day 4. We're definitely gonna have enough by then. Let's do the cooking pots because we
Yeah,
need
what's
it.
that?
Small sip. And excuse me. Sham chowder to top off our food because we're really
Be
hungry.
careful out there. You wouldn't
And then we'll
want
see
them
what
to
we
get
can actually
hurt.
cook up now that we have
Is
a
this
cooking
a
pot
permanent?
as well as a grill. Alright, let's see. We do have the ingredients for these things, but we don't have enough magazines yet, which is a bit of a bummer. I think grilled corn dehydrates you as well. I don't really want to do that, but we do have a quest to make and eat a charred meat. So we might as well do that and progress that quest line. Yeah, eat charred meat, craft charred meat. And we have drink from a water source, place a dew collector, and craft a farm plot. Let's see, dew collector takes 100, we have 100. We need 4 duct tape. We do not yet have 4 duct tape, however, we may have the ability to make 4 duct tape because we do have bones, and we do have murky water and a cooking pot that we can boil said murky water. So we can make this happen, I think.
I just like to hang around with you.
I know, baby. I love you too.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, because you love me.
You are warm.
Cool as hell. So now we're making the water to make the duct tape. So that'll be good. Let's claim these that we have just sitting around. Trader stuff. Looks like we have meet all the different traders. That's kind of cool. Buy items from traders. Complete a tier quest. Open a trade route. We'll get all those eventually. Harvest pipes and polymers we've already gotten. Harvest honey. I feel like we've only gotten 2 out of the 5. Okay, that's fine. Cobblestone, we'll get that eventually. Leather, rotting flesh, car parts, mechanical parts, forged steel, and electrical parts. We'll get all those naturally through the course of playing. Ruby. Let's grab a thing of water. Love you too. Now let's make some glue. So we can make duct tape, so we can make a dew collector. How many pieces of duct tape? 3. So we need 3 things of water and 3 things of glue. So we're actually going to have the exact right amount that we need. That's awesome. We have our 3 glue. Now we just got to grab our cloth out of storage. And then we can craft duct tape. 4 of them. Nice. It's actually 1 more than we need, but it never hurts to have more duct tape, for sure. Need 1 more cloth bag. Got 1. Nice. Dew collector. That. We will open hand drink from a water source. It might give us dysentery. But we'll do that just so that we can complete that quest step. I'll do that some other time though. Big thing is just getting that dew collector crafted and going. Dew collector is set. We are good to go for the day. We have another quest. We're ready for the next episode. We got our dew collector down. All in all, call that a good first day. I'm gonna go for now. I'll probably be back later tonight to record another one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave comments down below. Probably be posting the first 4 episodes day after day after day after day kind of thing. But they're all gonna be recorded today. But Annie's getting a little like clingy, so I think she needs to spend some quality time. So I'm gonna go do that. Y'all have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you later.